We had a major injury this weekend. Let's discuss next on Fantasy Baseball Today in 5. Welcome into FBT in 5. As always, make sure to follow and stream us on Spotify. Today is Monday, June 13th. I am Frank Sample, joined by Scott White. And the big news from the weekend, Walker Buehler is dealing with a flexor strain in his right elbow and won't throw for at least 6 weeks, which is pretty scary stuff and potentially explains his ineffectiveness. Scott, let's say you play in a league with no IL spots. Do you think you should hold on to Walker Buehler?
I think you should try. He's obviously, if he's right, if this time off is enough to get him right, then he's a top 5 pitcher. That's what we all believed him to be coming into the season. And you wouldn't want to potentially put that in the hands of somebody else. You'd want to benefit from it yourself. But if there are no IL spots, then obviously it's a long wait, and there's no guarantee of a happy ending. A forearm strain is often a precursor to ligament troubles in the elbow, and this could turn into a long-term absence for Buehler. So you're in a tough spot, I'm sorry to say. By some degree you're handcuffed by just the investment you have in Buehler, I think. So try to hold on to him if you can, but if you can't, it's understandable that you would let him go given the nature and length of the injury.
All right, well, we lost Walker Buehler. Let's try to add some pitchers in the meantime. Jeffrey Spring, someone we've talked about quite a bit, could be out there in some shallow leagues. He's still 76% rostered, so I think he's probably the first name that stands out. But then a few others more likely available. Spencer Strider, John Gray, Taijuan Walker had a huge game on Sunday night against the Angels where he had 10 strikeouts over 6 innings pitched. And then Ross Stripling just had an awesome week as well, 11 shutout innings over 2 starts. He had 6 strikeouts to 0 walks. Scott, what do you think about these 4? How would you rank them? Strider, John Gray, Taijuan Walker, and Ross Stripling.
Well, Strider's far and away number 1. Strider probably should just be must rostered. And I felt this way even before this start. His first 2 after transitioning from the bullpen where he was a strikeout machine, fastball peaking at 100, big swing and miss slider as well. The first start were marred for different reasons. Bad defense in the first, Coors Field in the second. But this third start, he showed what he can do in this role, striking out 8 5 2/3 shutout innings. And so he's definitely the one I want. He's got the most upside. John Gray's probably second. 2 of his last 3 have been double-digit strikeout efforts. And we know he has swing and miss stuff himself. Consistency's an issue. The start in between was not very good. But I think he has the second most upside of this group. And then I might go Ross Stripling over Taijuan Walker. I don't know where all the whiffs came from for Walker in Sunday's start. That's not something he normally does. Stripling, we've seen him be, he has a career-high swinging strike rate currently, 1 hit allowed in each of his last 2 starts. Probably wouldn't have gone as deep as he did if he wasn't ridiculously efficient. The pitch count very low in both of those. So what happens when he has a normal pitch count? I don't know. But I'm interested in seeing where this goes for Stripling.
All right, let's take a look at some hitters and specifically corner infielders. Jake Burger, he is on fire. His last 7 games, he's batting .414 with 3 home runs. He's hitting the ball hard. He's barreling it up. Same thing could be said for Bobby Dalbec, who had 2 home runs this weekend himself over his last 16 games, .280 batting average, 4 homers, also hitting the ball extremely hard. The strikeouts have been down for Bobby Dalbec. Scott, who do you like more between those 2? Burger, Dalbec, if you need a corner infielder?
Well, I think I like Burger more for a couple of reasons. Neither one of them the standard fare. I think just Burger, he is eligible at third base, first of all, which is a position of bigger need than first base. And secondly, he doesn't have as much failure on his resume as Dalbec. I think Bobby Dalbec has earned a fair amount of skepticism, just the way his career has gone so far. Burger hasn't gotten a fair shake yet. No pun intended. There really was no pun intended. It just came out. Burger is getting more chance to play now because Yohan Moncada's been terrible. He's been getting some starts at DH, Burger has, and Gavin Sheets just got to sit down. So even more opportunity for Burger to play. Certainly has the exit velocities of a power hitter. Plate discipline's not great, but I'm curious to see where this goes.
All right. Yeah. You mentioned playing more, and he's performing well. So I'm very interested in both Berger and Dalbec. They're both widely available. 20% rostered is Jake Berger. 17% is Dalbec. I lean Jake Berger myself as well. For more extensive fantasy baseball coverage, listen to the Fantasy Baseball Today podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, your smart speakers, or anywhere else podcasts are found. And thanks for listening to Fantasy Baseball Today in 5. We'll be back again tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.